We're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday morning YouTube chat. It's been a minute.
Good morning.
Good to see you guys. So we have a couple special guests, Mom and Dad. Yay.
Hey there.
So we thought we would just say hello. Thanks for following along as we've had so many things happening this month. So much music being released and kicking off our Christmas show and soon our Christmas tour. So we are excited to have a little time to just sit and talk.
Yeah.
And we thought it'd be fun for us to talk about a few things we do around Thanksgiving. And obviously a lot of baking, not on the guy's side so much. I'm more of a gelatin mold guy, but more moldy. People call me the mold man. And so basically my favorite tradition is we wake up way too early and we run the turkey trot.
Woo!
Julianne, you're going to do it.
Possibly.
Julianne did say right before I just asked her that she was going to do the turkey trot. So make sure you go on the Branson Results website. You can see her back.
Now I'm definitely
Okay, she just started
man.
running.
Okay, one of my other favorite traditions at Thanksgiving is Mom and Dad having their turkey battle, which isn't what maybe it sounds like. It's them each cooking a turkey a different way, and then we all vote on it and decide what we like.
And he usually wins, which I'm happy about. So.
But do you know the real history of the turkey battle?
No.
I cooked the turkey one year and it was a disaster. So Mom just started making a backup turkey.
I just
I messed it up again.
I put the first year when you were doing it, I did put a turkey breast in the crock pot. So then the next year I'm like, okay. So and it worked, but he's always beat me after that, which is wonderful.
With the turkeys. We get beat with turkeys.
And then there was one year when Michael's first Thanksgiving with us, he and Matt joined the turkey contest, and they made a turkey.
We almost burned down the neighborhood is what we almost
So
did.
they wanted to deep fry it, and so they were outside with the deep fryer, and they were wearing hazmat costumes because Michael didn't like, anyway, hazmat, all that. Who likes raw poultry anyway? So they filled it up and everything, and then they started to put the turkey in, but they realized it would overflow. And so I still have this bald spot in my yard where they dumped
But
the
you still have
hot
a
grease.
house.
Yeah, but I still have a house. And the turkey was crispy.
But we put Frank's hot sauce in it with like syringes. It was very fun.
It was like on Christmas Vacation when they all sit down with the turkey and they're all so excited and then it just goes.
There was one like 6-ounce piece of meat that was edible.
But everybody tried to try it.
We all, yeah. It's flavorful, just not very like, the texture was bad.
Yeah. Anyways, do you ever make anything for Thanksgiving? You just eat for Thanksgiving?
No, I mean, my sisters are such good cooks that I wouldn't even attempt it.
That must be nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Okay.
Can we talk about the medical benefits of Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we would love to hear them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, medical benefits of Thanksgiving. It creates companionship,
Aww.
It creates unity among families getting together.
Are you talking about the giving thanks?
Yeah, giving thanks. And also Thanksgiving itself. It provides a tradition for people to look forward to. It decreases loneliness. And it certainly decreases stress in your life to have companionship and the fellowship and the tradition and something to look forward to. So there's lots of medical benefits to giving thanks.
Yay. I like that, Dad.
You heard it here first. Now you know.
Yeah.
And also, tryptophan does not make you sleepy. Oh yeah, tryptophan is an essential amino acid that cannot cross the blood-brain barrier.
Same.
It's used in the synthesis of vitamin B3 and serotonin, but that takes a long time. So you don't get sleepy from eating turkey. Blame the apple pie.
Blame the
And
apple pie.
I've also heard that the same part of your brain that processes gratitude is the same part that processes anxiety. So you can't be grateful and anxious at the same time. So you should focus on gratitude.
Our family's been working on our mental health this year.
Or maybe just bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna have a voice from the side here, but Artillery Buff 2000 gave us a super chat and says, when can we purchase June 2024 tickets to your Branson show? They're coming from Arizona.
Yes, we haven't released our schedule for next year. It's very similar to our schedule from this past year. We'll try to have it up in the next couple weeks. So for sure at the beginning of the year, you'll have all of our Branson show tickets available. So
Yay, come to Branson.
yeah, love to see you in June.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
Not
planning
the
it.
fir- not
You
the
were
first
planning
week.
ahead. That's cool.
Andy Clark just gave $20 and says, Doctor's fee to Dr. John.
Here, here.
Yeah.
He'll get it
Yeah.
some way or another.
Yeah. And someone hand him a 20.
Yeah. Oh man,
You got a copy.
not a big cash guy.
We also have enjoyed, not just on Thanksgiving, but most family holidays now, we play bingo. It is a family-friendly activity that all of us can somehow compete in, including all the
Bingo.
grandparents. So yeah, bingo has been a win.
It's a game mom can keep up in.
I'm the caller.
But we are excited. Right after Thanksgiving, we are launching our full Christmas show, and we are taking it on the road. So if you guys are, I know our first show is on a Wednesday in North Carolina, in Charlotte, and then our next, that Friday, we are in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then that Sunday afternoon, we're going to go to St. Louis at the Sheldon, which is a great music hall. We've heard great things. We haven't been to it yet. And then we are going to Santa Barbara, California for a show on a Tuesday, Logan, Utah on Thursday, and then Grapevine, Texas, the place we always go for Christmas, and then Council Bluffs to finish out that tour on a Sunday. So come check out all those shows, and their information is on our website.
Also, if you're going to the one in Grapevine, there is a house in Grapevine that programs their Christmas lights to our Christmas songs. So we'll have to figure out a way. They usually let us know where they are because they love people driving by. So if you guys are coming to Grapevine, go by the house, and maybe we'll find a way to get it to you. But if not, just keep on driving by all the houses until
Yeah.
you see it.
You'll find it.
Yeah.
Is it-
Not many neighborhoods.
What are you, Ellen? You're singing. What is the light fixture? A light bulb?
Last year she was.
Last year she was like a singing light bulb. I think I was a
Probably go
Grinch.
tell it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go tell it on the mountain.
Each light bulb has like one of our voices or
Mhm.
something like that, like a light fixture. He's done a great job with it.
Yeah,
It's very
awesome.
entertaining. It's,
Yeah,
it's
it's
all we
crazy.
really wanted out of our music career. So
Yeah.
We made it. We're
Why
done.
not?
Jim Dushka just gave a super chat for the backup turkey and also asks, did Matt get his mustache waxed, by the way?
Oh, I did. I did not know that was from you. I appreciate that.
Oh.
To be honest, it's mustache wax is not the vibe I'm going for. Like you do the curly side things. Not really. But thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Greg, oh my gosh, Greg gave a huge chat for lunch or coffee. And John Myers also,
John Meyer also?
I doubt they can hear me singing this. So.
Hi, John Meyer.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Greg. Hello. Do you know?
about the Christmas album?
Yeah. Is there anything else like specific? Okay. Well, as some of y'all, hopefully most of y'all know, we did just come out with our Christmas album that we recorded most of last December. And then we finished up in February this year as far as recording goes. And so we're super excited about this project, put a lot of new songs on there, and it's just fun to have a fresh feel on our Christmas show. So yeah.
And Katie wrote the song that is the title track of the album.
Yay.
So it's very exciting. It's a true story.
Well, the true story is Ellen last, I think, October, when we were talking about going into studio, she's like, hey, it would be great if we had an original Christmas song. And I had written one verse of a Christmas song the year before, and it was verse 1. And so the song has kind of taken a different direction as I proceeded with the writing process. But it started out as just a cutesy couple probably celebrating their first Christmas. I kind of pictured, well, they don't have much, but they don't need anything because they have everything they need. And but I didn't think I would progress with that song because it didn't seem like it caught anything too much. And then when Ellen said we needed an original, that's all I had to work with. And I did have the catch line, we don't need anything this year. So I remember going to my house that night stressed. I should have been grateful. But I sat down at the piano and I already had my Christmas tree set up. And I was trying to come up with a chorus. And I just literally stared at the tree and played chords. And
What did it say?
it helped the nostalgia having the tree.
Kind of sappy, isn't it?
That's so bad.
That's right.
Well, anyways, I ended up coming up with the chorus that evening, which really encouraged me. I felt like I had something to go with, and I sent the chorus to the group chat, and everybody was like, yay, we have a chorus. And so once that was approved, I got to progress with the verses, but it just landed on the thoughts of we really don't need anything else besides the people in your life. And I was
Big family side hug.
Not thankful.
He needs more Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I also will say, when Ellen was asking me to talk a little bit about how I wrote it, I did remember that last year we watched Annabelle's Wish 3 times, which I don't know how many of you guys have seen that movie, but it's about a Christmas cow. And it was one of my favorite.
You're prettier than that, Katie.
It's one of
It's a
my
live
favorite
action.
Christmas movies, especially from when I was a kid. And it's the first time I ever heard Alison Krauss sing was in that movie, because she sings the song, and Randy Travis also sings in that movie. So great music, but there is this song where the cow is flying through the sky, and I love that song. Yes.
Get you in the Christmas mood.
So bad.
Stop.
I need some caffeine.
Oh.
No, here.
No, I don't. It's over there. I forgot to bring it.
Underwear.
But anyways, I loved the song where she's just flying through the air dreaming, and that kind of transitioned for me the bridge of we don't need anything this year. And then the last verse of the song, this will mean so much to you guys who love Annabelle's Wish. There's I hung your picture by the tree, kind of missing the person that wasn't there anymore. In Annabelle's Wish, the dad is missing his daughter who passed away in a barn fire. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
Hey.
they've seen it. Everyone's seen this
Rewind
movie.
this and don't have that in there.
Anyways, that helped.
Yeah.
And I did have several like sadder versions of the song to end with, but in the band helped me like lift the mood back up, because I had all these really like depressing ideas, and it just wasn't meant to be that way. So
Katie still made us wear black for the video shoot, though. A lot of you guys were wondering that in the comment section
That
of the
was
video.
true.
Were they really? Yeah, they're like,
oh.
is it a funeral?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways,
Want to give me super chat people?
Oh.
Yeah.
Starting with
Are you ready?
Chance Rogers said Emmett. So,
Bro.
thanks, Chance.
What's his message?
I'm bad at reading.
Thank you, John Myers. Very nice.
The Great Scott Family.
Oh, I love, that's an epic title.
What did they say?
Oh, Nicole. Shout out to Nicole. So they came to our show, and Nicole, who you guys who have been to our show, she helps with our merch and our office and all that. But she helped them because they have triplets. So she helped them manage that. It was very sweet.
Right.
They're coming on December 30th. So we're looking forward to seeing you.
Yay.
David Watson, coffee for Emmett.
David.
and he wants his shirt.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot about that. Didn't he bid for that?
shouldn't have
You
taken it
shouldn't have
off the
taken it off
shelf.
and given it to us. Yeah, that's on you, brother.
What?
Those are Barbie.
Okay, cool. Well, awesome.
So, also related to the brand new album, as y'all know, Emmett is super gifted at arranging songs, and he did such a great job with some of these. And I didn't know if you had one in mind you would want to like talk about
Oh,
how you were inspired or something.
Inspiration. I mean, Christmas songs are kind of a fun challenge because they're so familiar. But you want to come up with a fresh way of hearing the song because you've heard it so many times. So that's kind of the goal behind arranging some of these songs. I remember Mary Did You Know? That was a song that we knew we were going to do, and it's kind of just been done to death, and everybody kind of does it the same way. So I think Katie had a couple ideas for that song, and none of them really stuck.
They were terrible.
I kept trying.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
But then one night I was just sitting down playing some music, and I came up with that opening riff that we do on that song. I was like, I could listen to Mary Did You Know done this way. So I kind of just made a chord progression kind of based on that riff and came up with something that I thought was kind of cool. So the rest of the band liked it.
We loved it.
Thank
You
goodness.
were pumped.
Yes.
And I guess the big part of that song is the bridge typically. And instead of getting big there, we dropped it down and did a string section thing. Hitoshi did a lot of the strings on the album part 2, which sounds amazing. But yeah, just trying to do different things with familiar songs is a fun challenge.
Yeah, that was a great one. And it's really fun to do live. I think that's another thing about the Christmas music is that everyone knows the songs, but then with the different arrangements, doing them in a different way makes the live shows really fun too. Because a lot of people that come and see our show in Branson have never heard us before, especially this time of year. There's a lot of groups that come into town. And so it's really fun to introduce ourselves and music for the first time in a live show.
Yeah. We have had I've noticed some people asking about the recording process for us too. And I know we mentioned this a little bit with my Ozark Mountain home, but we have recently used a studio called 4115 down in Nashville. And we love that studio because several of us can be in the same room playing together at the same time. And that retains a live feel of a song. So we really try to make it a full band take. And usually the fiddle, I think, is the only thing that's not added most of the time at the beginning with everyone else, just because my ears have been in the control room, or at least one of us is in there. And then we can switch out and Emmett can go in when I'm recording. So we can just make sure everybody's together. But ever since we've been putting stuff up on YouTube, our sound has changed into an organic, live, more acoustic sound than before when we were just tracking instruments in the studio. And so most of us all play together. What is it, Matt, Ellen, and Emmett all in the big living room area. And there are some sound barriers up. But then Mom has her own room with the bass, but she's still playing real time with the band. And then, of course, we lay down vocals later, but someone will do a track vocal in the studio room so everybody knows where we're at. And then we just layer after that. But that's retained the sound, and it's really fun. So.
And the studio is an old house that was converted over, and just the materials that the house is made out of and stuff add such a cool sound that's really hard to create just on a computer. So we've really enjoyed, and they always have coffee flowing.
Amen.
Unreal.
And it's good coffee.
It's good coffee.
So good. Yeah.
We've had a blast there.
We do have Neil Gunsel has given us a super chat. And Neil, we hope you're feeling better and you're well on the way to recovery. Great to see you. John Myers gave us more on a super chat. Thank you.
John.
You know.
Stop.
Okay, Wendell has asked, is there any video of Matt and Michael trying to fry a turkey in a hazmat suit? I know I took pictures. I don't know if I videoed. I probably was scared.
I did post it on my MySpace. That's a joke.
Okay. And then Jeff Detmer gave us a very generous super chat and says, just because, hope y'all give some of the songs I left on Sherwood video a listen, not asking you to do them enjoy. Thank you, Jeff. And then we have a super chat from Tholi that says tea for mom since she doesn't do nasty coffee.
Here.
Mom's very happy right now.
Smiling very
That
big.
makes me feel
She's
weird.
dancing in a circle right now.
And then from Jose, good to see you. He gave a cup of coffee for Emmett.
Oh,
And that was his first ever super
Here it is. I'll
chat.
take the money and you can have the coffee. I've had it this whole time.
Can I say one more thing about the album?
No.
Yes.
Oh, go for it.
There are jingle bells on this album in several spots. It was me.
So I do see a lot of comments on here about Matt's mustache. And that has actually been a huge
Stop.
topic
Stop.
of conversation
Which is
in
sad.
a lot of our videos.
It has.
Do you want to
Not-
talk about why you started your mustache? What's your vision for the future?
So
in mental health?
one of my best friends recently got married, and we took a bachelor trip, and I wanted all the photos to be terrible. So we didn't have any shows at the time, so I went, I'll grow out a nasty stash. And then when I got back from our couple-week break, I realized that Ellen is still pregnant at that time, and I went, we're not going to do any like album photo shoots that are going to like end up on billboards or anything like that. So I went, all right, I'm just going to keep it going. And then we went to Europe and I thought everybody in Europe was just going to hate it. And it was like 50-50. Some people actually really liked, a lot of people also had mustaches. So it kind of felt like a brotherhood. Like I always like being able to connect with people over just like very fast, dumb things. And you're just like standing beside a guy in like line for coffee. And I'm like, nice stash. And he's like, nice stash. And then like, that's like our extent of our conversation. But like, then we're like friends. And so,
Mustaches will
Katie's
Yeah.
tried that before.
and so, yeah, Katie. So, and then, yeah, I always obviously love attention. And people named Jim send you mustache wax. And I'm like, wow. No, it's very fun. So I've kept it, and it's doing a lot of great things for me. My life's really changed.
I really want you to put tinsel in it.
Yeah, that's not happening. But I did. I mean, I did want to keep it at least through. We will see. It might go pretty quick because it's getting in my coffee gets in it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's getting in your coffee,
Yeah.
and I was about to.
But I did think about
Shit.
donating it to Locks of Love.
Oh.
That's all I had.
Just put it in an envelope.
Help me, honey. I'm done talking about it.
Jared Hayden also gave us a super chat for coffee and says, keep being your awesome selves. It's an honor to be a patron. Thank you. We have had a lot of fun in the past few weeks. We've actually been getting ready to send out Christmas cards to everyone in our Patreon community, which is one of our favorite things we do. And we actually started this a couple months ago because I knew I would be having a child. And so normally I do it in October, but that was going to be a bad month. So I've already sent out some of the international Patreon Christmas cards. You should be getting those soon. But the community is just so great. And if you are not a member of the Patreon community, I think the lowest tier to join is $3 a month. And it's an awesome way to support us and help us keep playing music, for one. But also, it is a beautiful community. And that's something that we've really found we didn't expect. But they're just so encouraging, not just to us, but to everyone that's inside of it. And so it's just been really fun. We also do a reunion at least once a year in Branson where people come from all over the world and hang out with us. We do some special shows, and we just take you around our lovely little town and show you what it's like to live in the Ozarks. So you can go on patreon.com/the Petersens and figure out more of that. But just to thank you to all of the people that are part of that community. It started in March of 2020 and is the reason that the YouTube channel we were able to do that we were able to have the mental headspace to keep doing music and not stress about trying to find other jobs or other ways to make income. And so we're just really grateful for the patrons.
Yeah, and we do this year at every show, we've had a pre-show meet and greet with our Patreon community. And that's any of our patrons. They know to just show up early and we get to talk with them and have a group photo. And especially as we've grown as a band musically, it's so hard for us to be able to connect with every single person that listens to our music. And that's one of our favorite parts of it. And so Patreon has given us faces to sing to. And also we have been able to learn a lot about what you guys want to hear from us through Patreon. So we send out a lot of surveys and ask what kind of songs. That's the reason we did Mary Did You Know, is because for like 3 years, all the patrons were like, you got to do Mary Did You Know.
That's true.
And we would not have done it. And so I'm so glad that you guys pushed into that for us and pushed Emmett to have a really good idea. So
Vino gave us a super chat for the Brigadero cooking video.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot about that.
You know,
We gotta do that.
we've got to do it.
Tony Kaufman says, here's to hoping if we make it through December remains in the Christmas repertoire. Great song.
It is.
We usually play it in December.
Yeah.
So
I lived that song.
And when we get to December, usually we're also just hoping we make it through because it's been a long year and January's coming. I do see a lot of questions asking if we have plans to go back to Europe. I don't want to ignore all of those comments coming in.
we do. We would love to go back. I don't have any details currently. I do know we are doing a couple shows outside of Branson next year. They're already finalized. One is at the end of April in Hot Springs, Arkansas, at the Woodlands. And then we're also doing one in March on St. Patrick's Day weekend in McPherson, Kansas. So that'll be very fun.
Our band is playing on a marriage cruise in February. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a bunch of married people.
Lame.
And then us.
You're married.
I'm gonna be doing a
I
lot.
am married. Well, but my husband has to do shows,
She's
so he
still
can't come. You got a huge super chat for your mustache from
I can't say that. I can't
JSUXX.
say that last name. Thank you. I hope it's a girl.
Okay, I do. Speaking of the UK, we do have a special guest with us today that I'm going to beg to come into the screen. A lot of you guys know her virtually, but now you will see her face. This is Liz Newton, who has also been commenting and adding captions to our videos for years, and now she is a dear friend. And she asked not to speak on camera, which is why we are moving the microphone towards her. But that Liz is one of the greatest blessings we have gotten from putting videos on YouTube. Do you want to just tell briefly, you do not have to talk long, maybe like the first Petersen video you saw and why you started giving us lyrics?
Yeah, so before COVID, about January 20, I made a friend from Salt Spring Island in Vancouver, and she'd shared your video with, is it Ger? The Irish girl.
Oh, Jer O'Donnell. Yes.
So I saw that on Facebook, and then I entered the rabbit warren, and I found you. And then Sush asked for lyrics because he couldn't hear a song, and then he kept on asking, and I kept on providing lyrics, and then I got suck it in.
Shout out to Sush. Yeah, and Liz is just such a blessing. We do not speak clearly or loudly, and we do a lot of outros that are very confusing for everyone, including ourselves, because we do not know what's happening. And Liz attempts to interpret the Petersens to the rest of the world because we do need help with that, especially.
And whenever I've messaged them to say, what did you say? They never know.
We don't know. Yeah, that is true. We honestly don't even remember.
She's also even started on the vlogs that I edit. I now send them to Liz first thing, and she explains when I'm unclear or like don't provide enough context or like different situations. So
Pre-explain.
yeah,
And I'm like, they won't know what contour, what you're doing to your face.
she catches all of the things and like helps out so much with that now too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we
nice.
convinced her to spend her holiday with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanksgiving in the UK probably isn't the same.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah. So Liz is spending Thanksgiving with us, which is really fun. She also came for our Patreon reunion we did a year ago in October, and that was really fun. And when we went on tour in Europe, Liz actually put together this wonderful tour itinerary of all the places that we were playing, things you could do, and just helpful information for traveling there and lodging. And she's also put something together for Branson for people that have come. And I know we've released it to our Patreon community. I don't know if we've posted it online for everyone else, but Liz is just a huge resource for you guys and helps us so much just communicate clearly.
And it's not like the program for like places to visit. It's not just like things to do. It's things that people, like a majority of the people that support our music would actually enjoy. So it's very well thought out. So that's most of my friends who have talked to me have complimented us on that. And they said, you guys are geniuses. That was so well put together. And I went,
we didn't
that's
do it.
like the one thing we didn't do. So
Liz knows more answers to questions we get than we do. Like even about our instruments, she knows like the details of everything because she's just worked with us and she can.
And I grill you.
And she does ask us.
Yeah. And she'll text me and say like, hey, I don't think your sisters are doing so well. You might want to check on them. I'm like, oh no. How does she know from across the pond? Katie's asking for whisks. again.
Okay. John Myers gave another super chat. John, thank you. Phil, also from the UK, says just because and appreciate all you do. Thank you. And Huey McNeil says missed your Glasgow show due to illness. Here's hoping another one happens. We also hope that.
Another show.
And then a lot of random comments.
About me?
Actually, they are a lot about you and your mustache.
Keep it up, boys. Grow them out. Your mustaches.
Yeah.
Throw them out.
People think you look like Ted Lasso?
That's good, Ted.
That's what I was thinking.
Have the memory of a goldfish. That's a Ted Lasso quote.
I think that's about it, to be honest.
I was gonna see if Liz had any like random or funny experiences like that she wanted to share
Yes.
from like the YouTube comment dive or something. Like she has like
Oh,
go for it.
Ellen has to leave for this.
oh, David will go there.
or like there's a funny story that we have Liz here. So we kind of
I don't think I have any.
Hmm.
What were we at?
What was the most stressful damage control you had to do in a comment
Oh,
section?
that's a good question.
Your cookie.
oh, the cookie on All Glory Be to Christ.
Oh my.
Oh,
There's probably been others, but yeah.
wait, what
That was like when she was twirling and eating the cookie. But I think Aaron now puts a bit more space before he jumps into an outro. That was like straight from a somber song straight into.
We've come a long way in like feeling out what's appropriate in our outros, but we literally don't put much thought into it. And so we did this super reverent song and then cut right into Julianne eating a cookie.
Okay, which was not even something I wanted to do at the time. They were like, Julianne, eat this cookie.
Jules,
And
you
I
never
said-
want to do anything.
I normally do want to eat a cookie, but not like that. Anyways,
Oh, that's really cute. Liz probably saw that and
Liz taught us how to think a little more.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
much
obviously,
more.
Mom covered the basics in homeschooling. And then
Oh,
Liz took
yeah.
us to college with her.
Yeah.
She took us to university.
Yeah. Yeah. Damage control.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Come see our show on the road or in Branson, either this year or next year. And thanks for hanging out with us this Saturday. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.